Hey, Steve Basic Architect, yeah. We're out here at our humble house. We're out here with True Design Build. They're the general contractor on the project, Steve Trudeau. They're in the South Shore of Boston area. So if you're looking for a really good contractor, it's been a dream to work with these guys. So I figured today, let's take a little tour. We'll walk around the outside and see what's happening. So you see the house is getting framed in the background. We have our garage here. A couple things to point out. Notice we have some bent rebar here. They'll pull that out and pull some of that dirt back. They'll bend that up. That'll all get poured in so that that concrete slab is now attached to that little dropped frost wall in the foundation. New England style, we do a typical double mud sill. Anchor bolts, 4 foot on center, within 12 inches of every corner, and a minimum of 2 per plate or per section. So coming across here, we have a door to the outside on the front of the house, a door to the outside on the back of the house, and then of course we'll have our stairs up into the mud room. It's actually a pretty exciting day. You can hear the welding machine in the background there. As far as our exterior sheathing, we have our zip. This is R6, so we have 1 inch of polyiso that our zip is laminated to, so we get that thermal break. Our door here out to the backside. Got our good friends from Sashco with some Lexel. That's what we use to seal our bottom mud sills. Coming across here, we have a little bump out bay. This is going to be the dining room nook here. This is all family room. And out here, if you can envision, we'll have a couple stairs down and we're going to have a beautiful covered patio that happens across the back here. But one of the things that's going in today, you can see the guys over here, they're prepping it right now. You can see the steel beam on the ground. They're making some connections and steel plates. They're cutting it to length, getting it ready. We have that steel moment frame that's going in here so we can put in this very large lift and slide door in this area. So they built a temporary platform here so they can put the lift out here, put the steel beam on. We'll get that bad boy going up. You can still see our steel H columns there, or I-beams going up on both sides. And you know, these are all fully welded connections. We have our bolts there. Notice, you know, you never just bolt this to the concrete. You always have a leveling bed there so that you can set that column to the perfect height and level that out. And then you'll kind of squeegee in non-shrink grout so that it goes in there and becomes the base for that compressive load alongside there. As we continue around, this is the owner's bedroom wing down on the first floor. Guys are putting the sheathing. We also have that second floor frame going on. Upstairs we have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a little bit of hall gallery space. A nice large triple 24-inch LVL. Framing that opening. Of course, our bulkhead here to go out. One of the things I wanted to point out, notice here, we do have a window here to the bathroom, but this corner doesn't have any windows. That window is the last one in that wall, and we don't have a window until this corner. And very much like my basements where I have dirty basement and clean basement, we have yard space that's dirty yard and clean yard. So clean yard is obviously where you have a patio and you don't want to see stuff. And then dirty yard, which is this little alcove where we have our outdoor condensing units for HVAC and such. So that stuff is going to go out here. Our bulkhead, precast bulkhead, we talked about that when we were down in the basement video, so go check it out. Taking a walk around here. You can see the guys are doing a beautiful job. You can see they cut back the 1-inch zip, so they get a really nice tight joint there and basically dado that one panel into the next. There, we have all of our staging materials out here, and then of course the front yard, and where a bunch of the trash is. A couple things we're using out here, if you're not familiar with. These are engineered wood studs. So they're actually LSL, laminated strand lumber, and they have a waxy coating on them so they don't take on water. But you can see it's just a bunch of strands laminated. Now, the beauty of these is they're dimensionally stable. Now, I know some of you out there, I'm gonna hear it's OSB, it's crap, it's POS, you never wanna use it, the stuff is gonna fall apart. It doesn't. I've framed numerous houses. We've had this stuff sitting in rain and snow, February, March here in New England. It doesn't move. The stuff is gold. And the beauty is every joist or every stud is exactly the same. So you get nice, beautifully straight walls for large format tile, cabinetry in the kitchen. So we're not framing the whole house with it, but we do have a few select areas where we are framing it using those. Around the corner, we have our little entryway bump out here. That's going to be a clear story that the stairs rise up in. And then, of course, second story. And then lastly, you can see we have our tube columns here. That's going to be to receive a front porch. So we have some nice tapered columns here. We have some windows flanking our front door, and that'll set up for a beautiful little front entryway. For those of you not familiar, here's a good shot. I just got a sliver. Here's a good shot of that Zip R6. So it's 1 inch of polyiso, 7/16" board, and gives you that thermal break in a continuous fashion around the whole wall system. And then continuing back around, we are literally back at the foundation for the garage. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed that tour. Stay tuned. We're going to do a lot more out here as we make progress. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, smash that subscribe button. Tell all your friends. If you got some questions or thoughts, put a comment in. I'll try and get to them. I usually do. And just be respectful. And yeah, until next time, you know it. Long live our buildings.